Hi guys, welcome back to my Exvius guide. Now I'm gonna review Fohlen. Let's take a look at his stats first. Like you can see, his attack stats is lower compared to Roberta and Orlandeau, but he has a little bit more defense and spirit. He gets 80% attack boost from his passive. It is on par with Roberta and 10% higher than Orlandeau. The special thing about him is 30% physical evasion. This is the second highest evasion in the game right now. From what I can remember, the highest evasion in this game right now is 40%. And yeah, that's Fohlen, okay? He also gets 40% health boost and 20% defense boost. Those will make him really durable in the battle. Resistance against confusion and paralyze are also useful because yeah, those elements are dangerous. However, yeah, he doesn't get petrify resistance. And like other 5 stars, he gets auto refresh ability. Now let's take a look at his good abilities, okay? The first is Sonic Blast. This is the skill which makes him become one of the Landeau family. However, it doesn't reduce wind resistance like Divine Ruination or Pile Driver. It will give you 100% physical evasion for 3 turns. So he will be really hard to kill, especially if you cast it on every turn. Yeah, he is very useful for the Octopus Teacher Trial because like you know that Orthros and Typhoon attack with really powerful physical attack. The other property you need to pay attention is it has innate wind element. This could be good or bad thing. Good because there is no good wind elemental weapon he can equip. Wind Spear only has 48 attack, which is low. I bet many players have obtained Gungnir from the Bahamut Raid event. This allows you to equip those Gungnirs while still attack the enemy with wind element. The bad thing is if you meet the enemy with wind resistance, then this become kinda useless. You can debuff enemy wind resistance by using his next skill. But before we talk about that, remember this skill have a delay if you use dual wield. This means you cannot use it to perfect chain. Dual wield Divine Ruination have a perfect chain. It seems that there is no delay between the first and the second Divine Ruination. But this Sonic Blast has long delays. The next skill is Vortex. This skill allows you attack all enemies and reduce their wind resistance by 50%. This makes him not so straightforward as Orlandeau and Eileen. You need to cast this first before trying to use Sonic Blast to maximize the damage output from the Sonic Blast. It also adds wind element to your attack, but it may be pointless if you plan to use Sonic Blast on your enemy on the next turn because yeah, like I have said, Sonic Blast already has wind element. You don't need to use this skill if you have already debuffed the enemy wind resistance from your Speedster passive. Speedster has greater debuff than Vortex, but the chance of it being triggered is only 20%. The next good skill is Extend. This is simply situational, okay? If you fight the enemy who only use wind attack, then this skill can save 1 slot from your party, okay? This means you can add another tanker or yeah, maybe healer because you don't need to place elemental buffer on your party. I think those are his good abilities. Let's take a look at his mediocre abilities. The first is, of course, Chocobo Dive. This one is good for evading enemy threshold attack if they are not physical. If they are physical attack, I believe 3 hits evasion from Sonic Blast is yeah, already enough. You will evade 3 physical attack because you always cast Sonic Blast. That is your main attack. So yeah, if the enemy use multiple hits, then I believe that evading 3 hits already save your life from the battle. So I don't think you need this unless yeah, the enemy use magical threshold attack, then yeah, you can use this to evade that, so like Ultima or other powerful magic attack. Also, the damage won't be good because he doesn't have any passive that increase the damage. The next is Aggravate, so it only lasts 2 turns, which is kinda annoying. Okay, so it is nice to have him absorb physical damage, but it only lasts 2 turns. The best esper for him is Golem, because Golem has a chance to cover your party members with his physical evasion. Golem also has Provoke, so yeah, better use Provoke instead of this one. Even if you have Cecile, I still recommend Golem to be equipped on Fohlen. Like I said, Golem has cover, and your Cecile will able to protect Fohlen by using his Saintly Wall. So if you use Provoke and Cecile, Cecile will only take pure damage. His Saintly Wall won't be activated, but because he protect Fohlen, then Saintly Wall will be activated. But yeah, don't underestimate cover, because I find it trigger frequently, especially when you fight the enemy with multiple hits. The next mediocre ability is his LB, Resonance Slash. It has 13 hits, which is maybe good for chaining, but actually it is not that good, okay, because there's a short delay between 2 hits, so you cannot perfect chain with this too, and the damage is kinda crappy. So leave this if your goal is the damage, and make sure you're able to chain properly if you want to use this. However, this skill will debuff the enemy defense, okay, which is maybe useful if you haven't debuffed the enemy defense. Those are all his abilities. Now let's take a look at the equipment. His downside compared to the other attackers is he won't be able to have 250% boost in his ability slots. You need to equip Spear to get 50% attack from his passive. This means you only able to equip one more weapon type. Okay, so that weapon will be sword, because you need sword to get full benefit from Dark Knight Soul. Or you can simply equip 4 quick assault, which will increase 40% evasion. That means 70% evasion rate. If that's not enough, you can give him Ring of Lucy, but that would be an overkill because he already gets 100% evasion from Sonic Blast. So I don't think you really need to build him into 100% evasion. Even for budget player, you can raise his physical evasion. Simply give him 1 Spirit of Freedom and then equip him with Swordbreaker and Assassin Fast. This will give him 60% evasion. Coupled with his Sonic Blast, he is very tanky for budget players. Not mentioning if you are lucky enough to pull a lot of Xian, this means another 10% evasion, but I hope you don't get him. So my conclusion for him is he is very nice attacker like other elemental Landu. His unique trait is physical evasion, so he will become strong sponge for physical damage. In terms of attacking power, he may lose compared to Orlandeau, but the game is not all about attacking. His downside is, he is mediocre when fight the enemy with high wind resistance. Also, if you want to exploit enemy weakness, it won't be that good because elemental weakness is average. Using him, you are kind of forced to dual element. So for the example, if you fight the enemy that weak against fire, then you will equip fire elemental weapon. Your Sonic Blast won't do 50% extra damage from fire weakness because you have wind attribute on your attack. You will only deal 25% more damage unless you debuff the enemy wind resist too. So dual element is not that good on this game. He is really good paired with other great wind attackers such as Bards. Okay, like you can see that Bards have very good wind attack. So he will be a good partner for Fohlen. And Right now, it is not available, but later, Shantoto will able to become 5 stars, and he will have Tornado spell, which, yeah, very good, okay, and can be chained effectively with Fohlen. So I give him 10 out of 10. Definitely worthy to be named as Wind-Landeau. So, yep, thank you very much for watching, especially to Psychopato1 for lending me his Fohlen. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys!